So here's my little stage to talk about stuff. So, Great Lakes dunes, preserve them unimpaired for future generations. So I will do that. So I'm going to talk about various backpacks that I have. First, I got to talk about, since it's cold, these are what I call my hunter mittens. And you can see here, these have a zipper. And your trigger, I'm going to set this down. So, here you go. You see this, your trigger finger comes out, where you can also put your phone in. So in the very, very cold weather, like I'm talking about below 20, 10, 0, minus 10, minus 15, you can do videos. But if you take your phone out of your warm coat, you could take a snapshot and put it back. But if you're doing a video, it'll 30 seconds, it'll shut down because it's too cold. So I have these big, as I call them, Bernie Sanders mittens. And then I have a heating pack, because those mittens are not warm enough, believe it or not. So I got a little heating pack, the hot hands one. Or I have thin gloves that I would put on underneath. But anyway, that's not what I'm here to talk about so much. I'm here to talk about backpacks. So this was the first backpack I ever bought in 1996. It's called the Eddie Bauer one. It's got a super handle. It had all these pockets. It's got room for a laptop. I use this actually for when we had our baby son. We went to Disney World, all kinds of places, and we'd have all kinds of stuff related to taking care of a child. Then I'm trying to do this in order. In 2013, I bought this one. I used to travel a lot on the South Shore with all kinds of computer stuff. This had so many pockets. This was so strong. You could be carrying 50 pounds in here. It has a thing for wires for headphones, of course. Now everything's wireless, Bluetooth. Super strong. Bag supports so many different containers, which is everything. It's got good rest, and look at this massive padding. Well, that's okay, but when it's very hot and humid, it's not so good. But it's good for, most weather. Okay, so then that was called Swiss Gear. And here's another one. What's that? This is one of those water bag ones. So like you're gonna ride your bike, or you're gonna go on hikes, sort of running, or quickly, you could take a little food and snacks and have a big water bottle. But let me tell you about those water ones. Any one I've ever had, I haven't bought the one that Osprey resells, but every one of those ones, they have a plastic taste. And so, if someone tells me, oh, I have one that doesn't have a plastic taste, okay, well, I'd like to try that. But you got this hose out here, and it's resting, and it's in the sun. So you take a sip. Let's say you just had ice in the bag, get outside, you take a sip, it's cold. But now you're not going to take a sip for 10 or 15 minutes. And that hose is out in the sun. It's going to get warm, so you take it. It's like drinking bath water. So then you got to spit it out. So you're wasting a lot of water. So what I did was I took 2 or 3 layers of aluminum foil, wrapped it around to insulate and keep the sun off. So that's a tip for that. Okay, so I'm doing this in the order in which I got this. I got in 2013 also. This is called, I think it's called Marmot. It's from France. And it's got some really good things, but like there wasn't even instructions on what you might want to use this for. Well, what do I hang here? How do I hang? And it's got this big, it's like a big tube. It's totally insane. It says it's the Aspirin 35, so you could see videos on YouTube and learn from them about, well, it's got great, it's got great wraparound. I mean, so I could run with this and stuff. Again, it's not good when it's super humid and hot, but it's got some really good, overall it's very good. But you're putting everything in this big bag. It's like you don't have a chest of drawers in your bedroom where everything's just dumped in there. So why do you want it when it's on your back? You don't want any difference. So I don't like that. Also, look at this. How could that hold a water thing? It'll be in here. I lost or dropped so many bottles out of here. So I was happy to get rid of using that. So then I got this one. This is from Colombia, and it's got different containers, holds water. This is sort of an insulated thing, holds water. It has some pretty good, helps ventilation and stuff, but still it's going to be sticky. But anyway, it's lightweight, it's good. What do I use it now for? When I'm bicycle riding, mountain biking, I have in here I have a pump and tools and snacks and stuff. So that's what I use for bicycling now. Okay, so then I got this one, and it's very nice. It's very simple, very elegant, very strong. It also has for a computer and other stuff. But I just like the natural colors, the real good zippers. It's got a big stuff so it can hold a bottle. Anyway, this is called Black Canyon. Where can you get that? Believe it or not, maybe you get it on the internet, but I've seen it at truck stops like the Flying J truck stop, Pilot gas station in Burns Harbor. Those kinds of places have it. Now, I have another one. I think it's out of the truck, but this, I'm going to show you. This is called a pocket backpack, and you can really squeeze it and put it in the pocket and then take it. So you can fold it out, and now you have, so this is called the pocket backpack. And so it does, like all of a sudden you decide, hey, I want to go get some snacks or another layer or something. So that, I really like it. Like, what would I use it for? I put a towel and a bathing suit in it. So maybe I was biking or something, and I said, oh, I want to go swimming, and so I use that for that. Then this is called Swiss Tech. I use this for all my electronic stuff. What I mean, I have for laser photography, and I got different zippers for different stuff. There's, I actually feel something in here. Let's see what's in this one. Oh yeah, here's one flashlight. So it's got the flashlight, and then it's got the red dot. So I don't do the photography with red dots. I have lines. So anyway, you'll see that sometime. So this backpack is primarily carried around. It doesn't have that great of ventilation, but it's all black, and so everything in here with electronics, lasers, lights, all kinds of things are in here. And I had a specific place, so that way when I'm out on the trail showing people and I'm ready to go, I can say, hey, I forgot this somewhere, it's on the ground. And when you're at night, it's hard to see, so you gotta look all around. Anyway, so that's my electronics one. But here's my favorite one ever. And this is called an Osprey. Osprey started in 1974. They have a lifetime warranty. If you're not satisfied, you can contact them. And they will listen to your complaint or problem and either fix it, which is not too likely, or give you another one. This is called the Rook 65. I got this at Bass Pro. That means 65 liters. Now, this is the bottom of the backpack. It's got a zipper here. You could store stuff. If it's gonna rain, there's a rain bonnet that actually goes in here, and it's yellowish color, so it's gonna start to rain. You pull the bonnet out of there and it covers it. This is sort of water resistant, but with that bonnet on, it really helps. Okay, here, look at these massive things here. You can put big bottles, like 30-40 ounce bottles. Remember I was complaining about how everything's just one big bucket and you dump everything? Well, here, this has got another compartment, which is, you could pass. Anyway, it's not totally sealed, but it's another compartment, so you can put stuff you need to access more here. Then in the body is stuff, you have a lot of stuff. So I carry around all kinds of things dependent. My big Yamaha Bluetooth speaker if I'm playing Christmas music or animal sounds. I have microscopes, stuff for working with sand, all kinds of stuff. So that's why I have this huge backpack, and what I bring in it varies. And what I love about this top thing here, this is like where you have a lot of ready access. In fact, while this is on my back, I can reach over and take things out. But this, hands down, is the best. Here, this is a net. There's air flowing through. So when I'm hot, it's not going to be sticking to me. There's this webbing. Air's going to be flowing through. In fact, I thought about having an optional little whisper fan. Okay, so how tall are you? Are you very tall, medium, shorter? This will remove, and you can move it to different ones so it can change. Also, when you buy an Osprey, you can look online. It tells you specific dimensions. Don't use this pack if you're this tall or this tall. Okay, so you know, it's good to have whistles to deter some animals from being around you. And I'm looking for, here it is. This has got a built-in whistle. It's always there, right by your mouth. So I'm not even hardly blowing it, but that is a whistle. Okay, why do I have this? This is a Super Deluxe clip, which works very good. I put my water bottle on there, so I can oftentimes just drink without releasing it, but if I need to, I can take it off, put it back on easy. This also is for, well, this is for use for climbing, but I got this at REI, and it was relatively inexpensive, but it is massively strong. This is not gonna, it can hold so much, but you know, you can have a water bottle hanging lower, or you can have something else. So anyway, here's this. This goes and gives support around you. If you don't want that, you can let that go and just have it against your back. In here, like on this side, I would have certain things. This is my aeronometer, and I'll quickly turn it on and hold it down a few seconds. There it goes. So it tells the temperature. It was 34 degrees. Anyway, you could see how fast the wind is. Typically, people, I say, well, how much wind? They say, oh, it's 25, 30, and it's 15. We always overestimate. But if you're talking about blowouts and you're talking about sand, you got to have one of these so you know what it is you're talking about. And when you have this amount of wind, this is what happens. This is what moves around. Here you got this plant going like that. How much wind does it take to do that? Over here, yeah, I had some other things. Like I had a magnet for, so you see how good this is. Here's that strap, so you could take one finger and pull it. Anyway, so I have batteries in here for a flashlight. I have a tick key. So this was stuff I needed to access right away. So you got like really quick turn, you got stuff up here, got stuff down there, then you can store stuff that you're only gonna access, like say at night for camping. It's got it's very lightweight. It's got all kinds of good pulls tight. It's got all kinds of things to hook sleeping bags on, trekking poles, all that. So that briefly is some things about, by the way, this might have been like 140 or 50, and they said that was a very good value because there were similar ones that were 300 and more. And I've used this a lot, and it's held up very well. So, well, anyway, that's just the overview. Hope to see you on the trails. IndianaDunesHiking.com to see a lot of information. It's the portal to all kinds of anti-social media. And you can request a hike for free by emailing IndianaDunesHiking@gmail.com.